people that have vouched for him, you know? True. Like Brain, like you said, Kendrick's on shit.
Yeah, Kendrick was on his first.
He is stable
on the
in the
second project.
game. Like, can't deny what he's done. It's been great. You know, and I guess if hip hop wants to attach itself to it,
True. They have to because they have to remember because they have to remember that those
is
first
what I
two
would say. I
albums.
wouldn't say it is hip hop. I guess
they got to remember those first two albums. Is what I'm saying.
Maybe we need to check and balance right now. Like, I don't know. Do you see Kendrick going after people? Like, hey, you know, any of these mumble rappers? Like, hey,
right.
I mean, I've heard it subliminally.
You have
in his lyrics, but like not naming off people.
Not outright. Not like Joyner has.
Or
like DMX used to, remember?
Yeah, I was
calling
say.
out names, right? Fuck, or no, Corrupt. Yeah, when Corrupt did it, right? Motherfuck D, motherfuck X. Only X I know is Exhibit or RBX. Like, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So I think maybe it would.
I would love to see that.
Clean up hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, purify it a little bit.
Yes,
if there was some checks and balances.
Yeah, I think so.
That's all I'm saying.
I would love to see some of these guys.
Infused hip hop.
We never needed no checks and balances. We just need niggas to stay in their lane. So Lil Pump, don't get out here, Lil Pump, talking about fuck J. Cole. J. Cole will murder your bitch ass.
But that's the thing.
I was gonna say, yeah,
but here's the thing:
a target right on his back, right? And everybody should be taking shots.
Yeah,
I agree with you. That I think J. Cole obviously has better music than Lil Pump.
But until you want to step to the plate,
if Lil Pump is out here talking about fuck J. Cole and J. Cole don't do nothing, I'm looking at it like, well, you better do something, dog. Like, what are we doing out here? If
Tekashi, J. Cole,
if Tekashi 6ix9ine come out and say I am the king of New York and nobody checks him in New York, no artist get in the booth and check him. Then what? You know what I mean? Like, because that's the hip hop we know.
It's like, is hip hop just being like, hey man, like we ain't even acknowledging because you're in like the pop culture lane.
I mean, I'll acknowledge Drake before I acknowledge Tekashi. I'll put Drake in the hip hop content before I put Tekashi. The fact that you are coming into the game, because somebody asked me this a couple of days ago. They was like, well, how do you know any of your other rappers that you listen to don't got child molester accusations? They didn't come into the game with it. This nigga, your first song came out, nigga, and a week later we calling you a child molester. Now, if it happened to M or Wayne or Jay.
Oh, that's the guy,
with the 6ix9ine, the rainbow-colored hair, motherfucker.
I hate that guy.
I did hear that story, too, about he was no good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're coming into the game with this.
Maybe they so fucking high off those pills, they don't know what the fuck.
They're clowns. They're puppets. They do
everything
the industry does.
Well, let's get back on track, man. Let's do this. We have a new song from our boy Acostic Raptilian. We're going to talk to him after this. But right now, man, why don't you tell us what you sent us, bro? What do we got coming up here?
Since we've been having this conversation, we might as well start the night off with subliminal messages.
Okay.
Pay attention to what you see in the world. Pay attention to what you see in the world.
All right, right here, man. Acostic Raptilian. Song is called Subliminal Messages. Let's go.
I want to hear this one.
I've been sent to be free, I've been sent to be me, living in a society. To be me, I see the beat, but they don't mean a thing. It's what they want us to believe. They run everything today. I never see another freak. Just a piece with some weed in the beats on TV, man. What in the fuck happened to everyone? Now where is the love? They don't give a fuck. They want to keep us hate, but they can't. Don't be hard, so it's shake like we dogs being judged. This ain't democracy, this is money. Get that fucking Donald Trump got us fucked. Then you might as well smack 1% on the back. Cause matter of fact, we all good. Write a check, you'll be good. But where they show their love for the hood, they get shot every day in a place where the kids like to play. Sometimes I think it's the community, like the DPD. They don't mean a thing, but decreasing the human population. So one gets shot, same shit, different toilet. Same shit, different day. Yeah, I feel like gay crusade. It's affecting the way I behave, but hey, I'm only human in this unholy human.
I be feeling so confused, my dude. Like, have you seen the news? We've accused my views, conspiracy, collusion. The way free to choose a bunch of sheepish teams. You better peep the scene. What are we to do? The piece of the sea with a piece of sea. Swap your life with wages for a Pikachu. The president usher in a new age of who controls shit. Cause he's sick with the power he knew. Like the power that we have in the Oval Office. He's neck wide open. Gotta go across it. Gotta slice and dice. Save a line of life. Make America great and give a vodka pipe. Giving niggas like me nothing less than life. They living dumbass niggas trying to catch the hype. No church in the wild and such. I hope you are spiritual, searchers the truth, and they say you are cynical. Fuck the brainwashing, I do not follow it. Fuck down on Trump, I will give him a hollow tip.
Hey, yo, brother. I got something for you, my nigga. You know, nigga, all the conversations we be having, nigga, Billboard, Illuminati, secret society, shit like that. Give me your 2 cents on this shit. Raptilian style.
Check it out. Lame with the game, it's survival with the fit. If we stand for right to know, nobody coming with us. They pray for change, it's time. They mind their fucking business. Erase their mind, even with wine and television. I know when the teleprompter was feeding them penicillin. The illusion of choice is the cloud with a vision. Deep thrown home from the crowns we were given. They running us like a fucking credit card without a limit. Gambling with their life and they playing like it's a gimmick. They balling up the casino who my brother just got sent. But my cousin got killed all over $1 bill. More we go to war, the more they wanna feel. More we lose sight, the more they sign bill. The more we don't fight, the faith is more filled. I wish I was the one to tell you that this shit ain't real. You know, throw us all up, we like just stay here. In the meantime, we fine, we just pay they bill. And just take their scrap when they hold all we need. Like what's up with that? And they poison all of the water and murder, Hennessy cats and call it what you want. I won't stand for that. Just pull the slide, we did tuck the gap. Who down the ride? The last question asked. Just let me know before I get to class and then my whip flat.
All right, y'all, welcome back. It's The Spot. You guys was just listening to some brand new shit from our boy Acostic the Raptilian. He is live in studio with us this week, bruh. So let all of our listeners know, man. Give them a little 411 about you. How long you been doing this? Where you from? And what you trying to do with this rap shit, man? In a summary.
Oh, man. Where I'm from, was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Shout out Tech 9, Strange Music. I moved here when I was 11. I didn't start pursuing music until I was 20. And it really started because a dude kind of just he saw something I wrote, because we'd always talked about music, and then he saw something I wrote. He was like, you might be dope at this. And I was like, nigga, you listen to Kendrick and shit like that. You're just saying that shit so I won't feel bad. And he was like, nah, bro, this is actually pretty nice. And it took off from there. It took off slowly, though. I had to get up and running. I had to feel confident, like, yo, I'm a rapper. Like, I'm a rapper. I had to get in the mirror, and I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper. Like, you're 20, motherfucker. You're old enough to drink now. You're not drunk, are you? No, motherfucker, I'm rapping.
Okay.
So, as far as what I want to do,
yeah.
I mean,
what's the end goal
I want to
here,
be
bro?
the worst rapper of all time, y'all. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody to know about me. I want to live at home with my mom forever. Nah. Fuck all that. Nah, fuck all that. Shit, I want to compete. I want to compete with the motherfuckers that we've been talking about. Big and Pac, Jay, M, Lil Wayne. I want to compete with those guys. I want to be in that conversation with them. I don't want to be just another regular rapper who just rapped regularly.
Okay.
Where does your name come from? Well, that was kind of...
Acoustic?
Yeah.
I took the U out. Everybody always says Acostic and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm in an interview.
I probably said it about 3 times this week, honestly. So I'm glad you said it before I did, because I probably would have said Acostic.
So, I was sitting in class, same time I started rapping and shit, and I was sitting in science class, and my teacher was talking about sound waves, and I veered off, and I'm talking to the females and my homie and whatever. We about to go smoke at lunch or whatever, and she said, "Did you hear what I said, Bryce?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "What did I say?" I was like, "Something about acoustic waves," and then it kind of just rang in my ear right there. I was like, and I'm not, I want to be creative, like little this, young that. Like I need a title. I can't just be a young this.
Okay.
Right.
So it was like, this is something right here. This isn't a rendition of nobody's name. This doesn't sound like anybody's name, and it has something to do with music anyways.
Okay.
Acoustic means the science and sound of music. Only difference is with my name is I took the U out of it. There ain't no U, but there's an I in that bitch for sure.
Okay.
So you told us you've only been rapping, not super long, right? You got some people that'll sit here and say, "Oh, well, I've been writing since I was a little kid.
Yeah, hell no.
I've been rapping all my life, and I knew I was gonna be a rapper and raps." But you come out and say, "Yo, I've only really been doing this 5 years.
5 years.
Somebody kind of put me on, and I just, really just started catching your feet."
He just suggested it. He was like, you sound good. Like this is the good sound.
All right. Well, that being said, you being new to the game, do you get a lot of pushback from older people saying, "Oh, you're not ready for this. You don't know what you're talking about. You haven't been in it long enough. You haven't paid your dues, so on and so forth"? Because you being a local artist, you know the struggles that all of them go through. And one of your peoples is Albeez for Sheez. And Albeez has been in the game for a minute, right? So you see the things that Albeez has to go through, and he's been in the fucking game for way longer than you have, right?
And he started before I did, too.
So you see the stuff that he goes through. Do you ever have those kind of guys saying, bro, you got to still pay your dues here. Like, you still got ways to go. Or are people being more, I don't know. Yeah, supportive. There you go.
Most people's response to me really because all they hear is the music, so they really don't know the story of it. So most people don't think I've been doing it for 5 years. A lot of people, when they hear my shit, you sound like this guy, you sound like that guy. I'll let people decide what I sound like. But I know what I'm aiming for, and the fact that people say that already, it's like, I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't got to pay my dues. You always got to pay your dues from where you come from. But on the sense that you're networking with those guys that started where you did, and they're the ones that put you on, and you're already good with those motherfuckers, it's like, do I really got to do that? Can I just take my shot at the game?
Okay.
Since you're not from Colorado, do you represent where you're from or from here? Or if you had to say you're representing, what state what would it be?
I moved here when I was 11, so I would call myself a Colorado. I would say I'm from Colorado. Like, as far as like rapping goes, like, where you from? I'm from Colorado. I'm not about to be like, oh yeah, I'm from Kansas City, because I already know they probably going to associate me with Tech 9 just because of how I rap. So let's distance myself enough from that as much as I can until they hear me. So no, I rap here. Proud. Okay, I'm a proud representative of here. Like, I got a song called The Box State Anthem with Albeez for Sheez.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I represent Colorado.
Well, being from KC, obviously you look up to someone like a Tech 9. But you've also expressed that you're a Pac fan, you're a big Lil Wayne fan. Who are some of your biggest, I guess, inspirations? Or if you could, is there anybody that you looked at and was like, that's the career I want, or that's who I want to be like?
Eminem.
Okay.
Wow. He's the most feared motherfucker. Nobody will be like, oh, yeah, I could. People will say, oh, yeah, I can get an M or whatever, but whenever an M track, you can say, oh, it was garbage or whatever, but you know you have to tune into that shit. Like, did he kill it again? You just got to tune in for M. So it's M. He's the motherfucker you're not going to try and check. Like, can I out-rap this motherfucker? Like, nah.
Okay.
Nah. Let me not even try. Eminem.
Where can people find you? Where's your music?
My music is still locally, still on SoundCloud or Reverb Nation. I'm going to get it on YouTube and start pushing it on Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that. But these things take time. It took me a long time to get to where I could start getting visuals done. Okay. That's why I brought my camera in today, because it was like, this is one of the first times I've ever been able to use this thing for real.
Right.
So it's like, I'm getting there. I don't want to put my music everywhere and not have enough to back it up. So I don't want to just have a bunch of songs everywhere. If I'm gonna put a whole project up, I want to give you a whole package.
Okay.
That's why I'm glad I am doing this interview, because my mixtape will be finished by the 9th of June.
All right. Well, yeah. Let us know about that, man.
June
What's it
9th.
gonna be called? When's it coming out? What's the premise behind it?
It's called I Don't Know.
Okay.
Wow.
People are like, I don't know. So they keep like talking about it, like, oh, you got to come up with a good project. I'm like, no, you missed it. I don't know. And they're like,
that's the title, right?
Yeah, and people are like, what the hell is that? The best way I could describe it, being a Tech 9 fan, a couple years ago, he did a He did an album called Special Effects, and it was pretty much a collage of everything. Obviously, it's rap, but like they were infused with other types of genres of music. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm high. Special Effects was infused with a bunch of other types of genres of music. So you had EDM, you had rock, you had country, you had jazz. He had a track on there with Boys to Men. You know what I mean? He did every genre of music within hip hop and made it into one album. So
is that what you're gonna do?
I'm not trying to copy that, but it's like the only reason I'm even doing this, I had a bunch of other projects that I scrapped and put to the side. The only reason I want to do this one is because I want people to kind of get a taste of everything. Instead of just giving them a deep-ass concept that most people ain't going to get, let me just kind of give you a broad stroke of everything. So here's some trap, here's some twerking music, here's some country, here's everything that I just explained what was on Tech 9's album. Okay. Not even to copy him, but just kind of like, if you make one type of sound, then only one type of people are gonna gravitate to it. Versus if you make a whole universal sound, everybody could see it. Like, okay, I didn't like that track, but I fuck with this one. But